He's better than John Cena.
Oh my gosh, you did not say that on the internet,
wouldn't-
on a recorded video on the internet.
It wouldn't. John Cena is a terrible wrestler. It would not take much to be better than John Cena.
Six sold a day in the last month. That's terrible.
I don't want to hear
That's
about the
awful.
emotions from the comment section. At some point, there's math that says you should open this box.
All right, let's do it.
So was that recording before that?
I never realized how fat I am until I put that thing on and it holds it all up. I take it off. I'm like, uh-oh.
Welcome to America's heaviest TCG podcast. I am, of course, joined by the man who is going to single-handedly answer all of my questions and help me set up my brand new phone.
Oh,
Support desk man of the century, Donald.
you got one of the stupid new iPhones too.
Yeah, I did. I had to get a new one.
How sad is Tim?
Don't interrupt the intro, man. And I'm, of course, also joined by the man who convinced every indie TCG that the best plan possible is reprint all of their valuable cards, no matter the cause.
Never said
Louis
that.
DeGeorge.
I never advocated for that.
That's all you advocated for. It's in the history books, buddy. It's on tape.
If I didn't get banned previously, I would be banned now.
Tape. Stop fighting the intro.
And I'm joined by my iPhone friend. Gosh, look at those matching stupid iPhones that look stupid. Steve Jobs rolling in his grave with these stupid things. What is the white? Why is it different color?
Oh, well, also, why is it glass? It's a different material. That's the one spot that's glass.
I don't think it's is it glass? Why is it glass? You don't have to see through it.
It's a poorly designed device.
It's stupid. I hate it. Absolutely hate it.
That's why you don't get the newest thing every time it comes out.
I put it in a case. I forgot it looked that stupid until Josh just showed me his.
I had to take it out of the case to charge it with the charging cable because the case is bad too.
Oh, that's winning.
Yeah.
All right. iPhones suck, man. I used to be like the Apple guy, and now out the window, man. Totally.
When you have kids and your whole family has iPhones,
yeah,
FaceTime is a thing. Like you have to be able to FaceTime. And yeah, I know there's alternatives. I'm aware of that. But my family doesn't want to use alternatives. They want to press the button that says FaceTime.
Well, and there's nothing worse than somebody who makes a group chat have to be
the green text. The green text.
I'm in like a 15-person group chat, and there's one idiot that has the not.
I
iPhone.
used to love that I could do that for you and George when he switched, and I still had Android.
That's why we never texted you. That's why we have our second chat.
I have an iPhone and you still don't text me.
The comment section, get on with it. Come on, talk about TCGs. Let's talk about TCGs.
Oh, don't worry. We won't.
Laura and Eclipse was last weekend pre-release. We're going to talk about how amazing it was.
And it's the choice of a new generation.
We're going to talk about Bowser joining Hasbro. Nintendo of America's former president joining the Hasbro board of directors. We're going to talk about the Logan Paul Illustrator Pokemon card. That current bid is $6,324,000 after the buyer's premium.
Is that your bid?
No. Still has 25 days left. And all the bids happen in the last hour. And then we're going to talk about all the Lorcana sets. There's like 15 of them. So. Sorcery. What was our sorcery topic? Josh is going to talk to us about his selling singles.
What?
All the single ladies. All the single ladies. Haven't heard that song in a long time. Is that not as popular?
Was that 2 decades ago?
Yeah, and also when you get married, the ladies around you generally stop blasting that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know.
If they start again, be concerned.
Okay. All right, Lauren Eclipsed. I think it was amazing. I think pre-release was awesome. We had
what pre-release?
Lorwyn Eclipsed.
Lorwyn,
I thought it was
Mutant Ninja Clip.
Yeah, Lorwyn Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Lorwyn.
Can I say one positive thing about Magic the Gathering on this podcast before you two negative Nancys start being all negative? Josh, hold on, stop, shut up, everybody, shut up. Why are you wearing a polo?
Because I work.
Where have you
I
been?
have a job. You should try it sometime.
Well, it's a black polo, so it's hard to see that it has like the ridges. I thought it was just a t-shirt. That's
I
random.
have a belt and nice pants on too.
We literally had a conversation about it.
Yeah.
What was that?
I listened. I listened, Josh.
He
While
did.
I was here?
Thank you, Donald. That's why you're my number one.
Yeah,
go-to.
I
while
was
you were
setting
here.
up. No, I was doing the work of the podcast. I was setting stuff up while you
Well,
guys were.
At the end of this podcast, you can judge the quality and how much work went into it. You be the judge.
Nice polo, buddy. You look good. You look great.
Thanks. So do you.
No. What was I talking about? Oh, the one positive thing. I want to talk about something positive for once. You guys being so negative.
The one time they make a legitimate mistake.
Pre-release was great. It was awesome. We had more people at our Saturday pre-release than we've ever had at a Saturday pre-release. Crazy.
I have a counter for how many times you say that on the podcast, just so you know.
What?
We had more people at this pre-release than ever.
No, not than ever. Our Friday night was the same as our Saturday, but it was. I mean, we still basically sold out. We could have probably fit like maybe 8 more people.
You didn't sell out the best pre-release of the entire year?
So it's interesting. We sold just about the same number of event tickets as Avatar. Maybe slightly less than Avatar. I didn't actually look at Avatar, but my gut says it might be about the same. I think for Avatar we had 40, which is a max house for us for Friday night. We don't have any more seats. We got people standing with 40.
You only have 40 seats.
Yeah, we have people standing on the bar tables. They're not standing on the bar
Coyote Ugly
tables.
style.
Yeah, that would be actually really funny if we made them stand up there and had a table. Anyway, so we had 40 at Avatar. We had 30 and 30 this week, which is great. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it was good. Everybody loved it. I didn't like it, but everybody else liked it.
All you were talking about was how.
So I only got to play on Saturday, and my first round, it ticked me off. And all right, so there is some sort of, I heard this across the board from other stores as well as in my store. This was very accurate.
There's sources. Talk to some very
The pre-release
important
kits,
people.
the collation was completely jacked up. I played the guy round 1. He had 4 of the same uncommon. And it was an elf, a black-green elf that when it died, you got to return target elf from your graveyard to your hand. So he had 3 of them out at one point, and they all give him +1/+1 to elves. He had 3 of them out at one point. When I destroyed one, and I destroyed the other one, he just put them back up. It was just constant. Yeah, how do you get 4 of the same uncommon in 6 packs? Crazy. It happened a lot. It happened to like a lot of other stores too.
It happened the most.
It happened
the most ever. It happened so many times.
Everybody
You wouldn't believe the many times. I can't. It just sounds like. Trust me, bro. It happened so much.
It did.
I'm sure it happened. I'm sure it happened. But it's also pre-release. Like, yeah, that sucks. It's annoying, but that's not that big of a deal.
So that was annoying. The set's fun.
Take your L, go 2-1.
I did. I went 2-1.
There you go.
My second 2 opponents out. Yeah. They weren't like the best Magic players. I lost round 1, so like you got put on the back end of the I got put on the loser list. You know what I mean? Like
Shout out to those opponents watching the podcast.
I was about to say, if those opponents watch the podcast, that was a rough moment.
I was with them. We were on the loser list together.
I don't try to salvage it now. It's just sad. It's sad when you try to turn it around like that.
I'm trying to think of who my second round opponent was. The third round opponent definitely doesn't listen to the podcast.
So the feedback that I've got is it indeed did feel like Magic the Gathering. It indeed did feel like Magic the Gathering. So and that's nice, right? I wasn't able to get out. We are right up on the precipice.
Don't give us your excuses. Nobody cares about your excuses.
So I can't go. But yeah,
you can't go because the baby's almost here. Next thing you know, you'll be like, "We just had a baby. It's here."
We've got the word. It could be any time. Don't be far.
I'm just joking with you. You should, of course. You should, of course, not.
I don't care about. I love Magic. I don't love Magic that much.
Yeah.
But it did feel like Magic the Gathering. People who played back at the same time I started playing. Like this feels very familiar. Now there's a lot of the power creep. There's a lot of talk about power creep. Like it feels like a very powerful set.
It is.
There's a lot of big swinginess back and forth in the pre-release, but still, that was good to hear. And that means an in-universe Magic set, as far as I'm concerned, nailed it.
My
Nailed it.
mythic was a 2 black pip, 1/1 every time with flying, or maybe it was even like a 3/1 with flyer. Every upkeep you got a 1/1 fairy and you lost a life. And
Wait,
Bitter
is that
Blossom.
Bitter Blossom
Just Bitter
Bloom
Blossom.
or whatever? The Bitter Blossom on a body, right?
sure, sorry, I didn't know the name of it.
Well, it's modeled after one of the most iconic
Bitter-
cards.
Bitter Blossom is a pretty
Not all of
famous
us
card.
played Modern in 2010. Sorry. Some of us were too busy selling stuff on eBay. I don't know.
I think everybody knows what Bitter Blossom is.
I know what Bitter Blossom
People
is.
that
I
play
didn't
Magic.
know that on the
Not-
back of my head. Not like you. You're better than me. You're a better
What-
Magic the Gathering.
Why do you
player.
gotta turn this? I'm giving you knowledge, and you're turning it volatile.
You guys acted like I was an idiot for not knowing
You
it. This is my
should know
least favorite thing about Magic the Gathering players is how condescending they are to people who know less than them. It is by far my least favorite thing about Magic the Gathering players.
that. My
You
least
make a
favorite thing
living
about
off
Magic the
Magic
Gathering
together.
retailers is people who try to make money off Magic without knowing anything about it.
I know
There we go.
things about Magic. I just didn't know that card off the back of my hand.
Call it what you want. You can spin it however you want.
The worst.
No, you,
Actually that card was
Actually. actually.
yeah, it felt like Magic. It's super powerful. It's a great set. It's awesome. It'll be the most enjoyed set of the year, in my opinion. It will not be the highest selling set of the year.
That's tough in World
Yeah.
Universes Beyond. You did guarantee that this would be the biggest pre-release of the
It
year.
won't be.
Yeah, it's a little
You
late
already
to
said it.
back. You can't have the pre-release and then change your
Won't be.
mind. You can
So,
say you were wrong.
Can I tell you why?
You could say I'm wrong. Hold on. You could say, "Hey, this is be with you, listeners. I'm wrong."
Do you want to know why?
Why is that? Because you're wrong.
They have completely abandoned pre-release. They just haven't told you yet.
The only option for Louis to be wrong is that the company has to have abandoned the pre-release structure. That's the only way
No,
possibly.
They
gonna
have.
miss.
They have completely abandoned pre-release. So they got rid of the stamp in the card.
Wild decision.
Okay. They got rid of the stamp in the card. And I don't know, man. I think by the end of this year, we don't have pre-release kits.
You can
They-
have pre-release without pre-release kits. In fact, you probably should.
You can't right now. Not
Can't
suppo-
give them
I don't,
six
I, don't, I don't
packs.
know if you're supposed to or not. We've done it before, but like when we ran out. But you're not supposed to. The expectation when you go to pre-release that you get a pre-release kit, not that you get six
Oh,
packs.
you're not supposed to, maybe, but you definitely can.
Yeah. But the
I mean, if there's no
expectation from a
pre-release kits, you
consumer,
have to.
the expectation from a consumer who comes into pre-release is not that they get six packs. Like what we did for Avatar, we sold out of kits, and people came, and we had space in the store. So we said, hey, if you want to play, you can still play. We'll give you a little bit of a discount. You're going to get 6 loose packs. So
Sure. And the way they used to do is 6 packs, and then they handed out promos.
Don't ban me, Wizards, if I'm not supposed to do that. I apologize.
He was helping share the game with the community.
They don't care.
All
about
you
that.
did, all you did
Okay.
was sell 6 packs.
Anyway, the no promo. It's crazy. A lot of people messaged me and were like, why is there no promo? And then I didn't even know about. Apparently they had announced that. We missed that. I don't think we ever said it on the podcast. Maybe I wasn't paying attention then either. But
We did. They got rid of FNM and pre-release promos. I think we had the conversation about it.
Yeah, definitely.
And we had a conversation. I talked about how I collect all the pre-release
Five-
promos that I went to, and I
$5
always leave them in the bag.
Maybe
That's
we
what-
went too close. Went too quickly to talking about all your WPN promos, your Texas promos. I'm sure that's where the conversation went.
No, they're different.
I know they're different, but
That's not where that conversation went, because I have a
No?
collection of the other
I don't
promos
remember
in
that
the bag.
conversation at all. I suck.
We talked about buy box promos.
Yeah,
Hmm.
buy
Went
box
away.
promos too.
I knew the buy a box promo was going away, but that's the next set. They still have buy a box promos for this set. Anyway, a lot of people were like opening their kit and were like, what the heck? This is just a rare. Like, this is nothing special about this.
What the heck? This is from the next set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was mad that they started doing just like the Planeswalker stamp rather than like the date. I liked the ones with the date.
Yeah, and I mean their justification for that and it's not the Planeswalker stamp. It's a year. It was a year
It was a
stamp.
year. Yeah,
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
So a couple things. Their justification for that was because the pre-release happens differently in different regions, so it's not the same weekend, which whatever. But then
Ooh,
there was
only one region that matters.
There was a conversation about, was this set supposed to be released in 2025, but it got pushed back. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah,
it was. It was.
So all the
So-
promos were stamped with 2025, and they
Some people are speculating that the promos were stamped with 2025, and then they didn't want to make it confusing, which I think it would have just been funny.
Which is probably how the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cards got in there,
Yeah.
because they had to take them all out and read
Well, I don't think they took them out and put them in the same pack.
one by one. Took them out one by one.
But they could have had to like remake the pre-release kits, and then the timing of that meant that they couldn't stamp them, and so then now they're just not stamping them. I think there is incredible positives for Wizards of the Coast to not have pre-release kits that come at just the expense of the players. I think it's actually a positive for stores to not have pre-release kits too. Again, it just hurts the players who go to pre-release.
I see no downside to having pre-release.
If you don't have a pre-release kit, you just have 6 packs, and let's say you get a promo, like like how it used to be.
Is that that's how it was way back when you had
way back when Josh played Magic?
Yeah.
Well, how does that hurt players though? Like that model's fine. You get a promo, everyone gets the same promo, and you can play the promo if you want, and then everyone gets 6 packs out of the play booster. You crack some play boosters, you start handing out packs.
I think to me, if you don't have super massive allocations, like in Lorcana, we don't have pre-release kits yet. So we have to take from our allocated boxes to do pre-release, handing 6 packs out of, we run through several of our allocated boxes doing that. When you add pre-release kits in though, like you're not taking, like those are a separate allocation. You're not taking from your product.
Yeah, but they could just increase the number of play boxes that you get allocated.
They could.
Yeah. They would do that. Yeah. I think it's safe to say they would do. Like right now, as a store, we get allocated from Wizards of the Coast X number of play boxes for prize support, and we get allocated X number of pre-release kits. So they would just do that, and then you would get your allocation of released product in addition to that.
And Wizards isn't exactly known to be stingy with the play box. Like they've had some short printings with highly popular sets that they have been reprinted, but they're not.
Yeah,
they're not like some indie TCG actively trying to short or long print their play box. Like,
I think I disagree. I still disagree with Josh about saying that it's not different for the players. I think there has become I know a couple people who have like a binder of all their pre-release cards. They never trade their pre-release card. They never sell their pre-release cards. That pulling of the card is kind of cool. Those people could just put the one card in that everybody got. I get that, but I think there's kind of a fun thing. And then I didn't even think about it. A lot of my comments were saying, "What, you don't like the dice?" I would hate to lose the spin down dice that's from the set. But honestly, like
I have a bag full of them. You can have.
Buy a bundle if you really want the dice. The bundle dice is always cooler anyway.
Right. You're walking around. Who's not using their phone for life totals?
Yeah, I never use the dice.
Well, maybe that's why that guy worked you in the first round.
I don't use my phone.
Maybe you're too analog.
I either use somebody else's phone, like if they put it out, I'll use their phone, or I use the dice. I gotta be able to respond to like my wife when she texts, and I gotta be able to like do things at the store.
And you gotta be able to knock that dice and change your life total.
You gotta be able to look at Twitter when it's not your turn.
Maybe sometimes.
Yeah. I know.
I only had one copy of that card. He was just borrowing them from people around. He's like, he's not paying attention. Can I look me up here?
Well, it's like playing Commander with Louis. It's like, all right,
no, dude, that's your guys' people's Commander turns take way too long. I'm sorry, but if your Commander turn is taking 17 minutes, I'm going to be on my phone not paying attention.
We should do a whole video about that. Just make the decision, and if it's wrong, learn from it. You're going to play another game of Commander.
No,
You
it's
were
just
gonna play
people
another
whose
game.
decks who just take that long. They're doing a million things. Like, did you win or not? Let us know in 20 minutes if you won or not. I'm gonna go take.
Well, you got to play more interaction then.
I mean, you don't
But it's
always
okay
have
when
the
he
card.
does it. It's okay when he takes a 20-minute turn.
I only do that with my Lands Matter deck. That's the only deck that does that, and I never play that deck because of that.
I'm thinking about building legacy lands. So
Nice. Set seems good though. I mean, I think set seems really good. It's fun. I mean, it's still pre-order pricing, but collector boxes sitting at $420 still. That was the same as last week.
play boxes are the shocker.
Yeah, what so MSRP is 165, 165.
Don't care. Couldn't care less about what MSRP.
No, it's actually 180. I think it's $6. No, it's $5.50 a pack. 165, I think.
Couldn't care less about what MSRP is. Never mattered in Magic. What matters is what you pay. As the store, that's what always sets the market. It's never been MSRP.
Well, this is higher than that.
Yes, I understand that. I want to see play boxes come down. And I'm not saying that I don't want stores to be able to make any money, but like, it's fine when stores break even selling play boxes early on TCG Player and are making money selling them in person. Like, that's always been fine for me.
But you can't even ship boxes till this Friday, right?
No, I'm just saying in general. This price seems too high too quick. And hopefully when the floodgates are released, this thing comes down to,
I mean, it's
the
still
mid
pre-released.
120s.
120 is low. I think 140 is a good price for a play box. We do 145. We do 145.
Magicthegathering, they've got to you, man. They hire someone who's touched a Pokemon one time, and now they've got to you.
Touched a Pokemon.
They hire one guy from that weird commercial you shared with everybody.
Why? Like, I mean, 150 is like, I don't know. What we used to pay $100 for a box 10 years ago. Inflation has made $100 more than 150 now.
I've always been on that side. Everyone who's in my comment section blowing me up every video I make, a play booster box should be $100. They even took 6 packs from us. I go, guys, it was $100, 20 years ago. It can't be $100 anymore. I don't know what I have to do to get people to grasp that concept. However, they also have taken strides to take meaningful.
It's literally, I just looked at the inflation. It's literally 120.10 is $148 to $150 today.
Nice. But they've literally taken steps to remove value from this box and put it elsewhere to make Magic more affordable, more playable. Like, they have taken those actions and then upped the price of that box. That, to me, those two things do not jive.
Yeah. They've reduced the pack quantity is, I think, the biggest one. We used to pay $100 for 36 packs. Now we're paying, 150 for 30 packs.
Arguably, now you're also getting more value out of the 30 packs with multiple rares, mythics, etc., than you ever got out of the 36 packs with one rare in a pack.
Yeah.
So that complex math aside, it just seems like we have these two ideas that this company is pushing, and they're in conflict with one another, right? And something, in my opinion, has to give. And man, it's one of two things is going to happen. Magic is going to become like Sorcery, where play boxes are so far away from the cost. They're going to get so high and so far away from the cost. It's going to be profitable to open them for singles again. We're going to have Magic single stores actually selling singles.
Maybe. There's people doing that.
Yeah, but
there's not people doing that.
Yeah, but I don't think they're coming out ahead, especially on play boxes.
So I think the problem with Magic singles particularly is that the amount of sellers is significantly higher. Like Sorcery,
it did take me longer to move Commander staples in Magic than it took me.
Sorcery singles, like, that's your kind of where you're coming from right now. The Sorcery singles selling market is, there's not a ton of people selling the cards, so the cards dry up really easily. They're like in our store, Don, how many people sell cards?
Sell cards to the store?
No, like sell cards, like have a TCG Player account.
Oh, I would say at least half of the people there.
Yeah, a ton of people have TCG Player accounts. They sell their own cards. Like, there's just a lot of competing, like, in Magic, there's a lot of competing singles on TCG Player.
Oh, for sure.
It's interesting. I mean, I think you look at like Bloomborough that hit $200 a box for play boxes. That seems a little high. You know, Edge of Eternities at one point was like 180, maybe 165, 180, something like that. Like, I think 140 to 150 bucks for this Lorwyn box is, I think, a good deal, especially if you want it on release. Like, you're going to pay a little bit more. I don't want to see a box go down below 125, 130. I just think that seems like they overprinted, in my opinion.
It seems like our play booster boxes had been settling around 150 in the 150s for Universes Beyond. That's
Yeah,
where
I
like
mean, that's their goal.
But that's with the, hey, we're paying outside IP money for this, right? This box, there's no way that box doesn't cost them more to print. So an in-universe Magic set traditionally to this point had been cheaper, if not significantly so. And to see this box leveling out there, and to see a lot of in-universe box leveling out there, it's just a trend I don't like. I don't like that trend.
Well, I mean, I think that's by design too. Like, they want to be able to charge stores the same amount for Lore and Eclipse as they did for Final Fantasy. That's what they want to be able to do.
100%.
So, and they're not dumb. They know if the market allows them to make money, that stores will do that.
Right, and we have to remember the backbone of all of this is, if this model ever collapses on itself and someone doesn't want to pay 150 for a play box, that loss is on the stores.
Right.
Magic doesn't lose money there.
Right.
They sold the boxes to distribution, right? They lose money on no reprint, but the stores carry the weight of that risk.
Yeah. I was kind of interested in, correct me if you guys think I'm wrong, but the lack of interest in the commander decks kind of surprised me in this set.
Really?
Yeah.
I know everyone disagrees, but I think the no 4 decks is a big deal.
Yeah, that's probably good. I mean, it looks like they're selling pretty good on TCG Player.
There's also so much commander precon fatigue. Like,
there hasn't been that many this year. I mean, the last,
but still, like, you can't just pick them all up. Like, there was a point where you could.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like anymore, it's you pick, like, I had 15 commander decks built at one time. If I picked one up, that usually meant sacrificing another one to build a new deck. Like,
to the commander gods.
Yeah, like you just have to, like, you're never, and then most of them just never got played. You can't. There just aren't enough games of Commander to play every single Commander deck that exists. And at some point, it's like, just pick up the Commander single or whatever. Like,
were the three of us on the podcast together when we talked about it? It seems like Wizards of the Coast model they don't want you to have 2 powerful commander decks anymore. They want you to have 15 to 20 commander decks. Like, they don't want to give you small upgrades for your commander decks and like improve these strategies to make you rethink, how do I play tokens? How do I play Spell Slinger commander? They want you to be like, hey, here's a new commander strategy. Here's a new commander strategy. Here's a new commander. Get this precon, upgrade them all, and now you have 15 to 20 decks rather than having your 3 or 4. It seems like that's what the model is, and this fits in that box.
Well, before, like, Dominaria, like the first Dominaria set where we saw a massive legend.
You're dating yourself right now.
I'd date him. Look at him.
Before the Dominaria set, like, legends were a lot hard. Like, there weren't that as many legends in a set. So, like, the best token commander was the same for everybody. The best, spell sling, whatever, was the same. So there just weren't that many options before. So you could keep upgrading the same commander deck. But now, like, there's 15 different ways to build just that one strategy. To build a +1/+1 counter, you could go 100 different ways with that deck.
Right.
So, like, and that's the problem, is like deciding Well, the problem is deciding which commander you want to play, and you can't, so you end up building 5 decks instead of just the one that you normally would have built.
Yeah.
Like, and then you need 5 copies of 60% of the cards that go in the
I think
deck
that's
for
just
every deck.
honestly, Donald. I think that's
Is
just a
that
new.
just
I think
is it
that's
just
just
me?
it's just a new tax bracket Donald problem. Most people
I
don't have the funds to do that, but you're just. I mean,
I don't have the funds to do that either. I
new
I switched cards out of the decks. I don't buy
You're just a
multiple copies.
baller, dude.
just new tax bracket
That's
Donald.
what
Big CEO interviewing Donald here.
that's what
is-
proxies are for.
Anyway, I was a little surprised that, and maybe I just didn't pay attention to them selling, but people just didn't seem that interested in the commander decks. I thought people would. Josh, I do agree with you. I think if there were 4 of them, people would be more interested in the theme because they want to sit in a pod and play with all 4 of them. That's what they like.
There's a difference between playing them together and just buying a commander deck to have.
Yeah.
Like I still have all 4 of the Warhammer decks and all 4 of the Lord of the Ring decks.
Just bragging about his money on the podcast this
know,
whole
right?
day, dude. Holy
At least,
moly.
hey, at least
Look at me.
George is back. We were all wondering where George was. At least
Yeah.
George is back.
He's been spending too much time with George. That's the problem.
I think
Donald,
you sell a lot more commander decks that way too,
yes,
because
right.
the people will, and think about it from a consumer standpoint. Like from my seat, it's like I spent $40 tonight to essentially play a game with my friends that I can play again if I want, right? But it's like $40 was my entry fee for this game night with my friends, and I go away with this thing. That's easy to justify. Hey, spend this $40. You might play it in your pod sometime. You might not if people don't want to play pre-cons. Like that's harder.
Yeah, they're really buying the experience of playing that deck with their friends in the pod that night.
Yep, on release.
Yeah,
where everyone's talking about the cards.
But with 2 decks, you can't do that because what are the other 2 people going to play?
The same 2 decks.
I know 2 psychos from my commander pod that play one-on-one commander sometimes, and they're psychopaths.
Yeah, that's lame.
Crazy.
Gross.
Banana pants.
All right, let's move on and discuss Mr. Bowser.
Let's move on and discuss if I should build a pre-modern deck. I've been looking at pre-modern deck lists. I think I might do it. It doesn't make any sense. The meta never changes. I know I shouldn't do this. I know I'll play it once and regret it, but I really, really want to.
How much is it?
Well, of course I want to build an expensive
You're gonna
one.
play it tons, dude. You've got a new kid on the way.
Yeah, I know. That's another reason why
you're gonna get
that's
out.
why I didn't buy golf clubs.
You're gonna get out to that LGS. Oh, definitely buy the golf clubs.
Well, I told you
can throw the baby in a car seat and golf all the day you want. What do you mean?
I had picked out a set of
people
golf
have
clubs.
jobs.
Louis.
Yeah.
I had picked out a set of golf clubs. I priced it out, and then I closed my eyes and pictured my summer with the crying, holding a baby, feeding it, and then just staring at brand new golf clubs in my garage.
You know what I'm gonna do for you? You know what I'm gonna do for you, Josh?
Please don't do anything.
I'm gonna buy those new golf clubs for me.
For himself, yeah.
I don't care. That doesn't affect me at all. I couldn't use your short little golf clubs.
Yeah, your golf clubs must be stupid expensive.
Lefty and 6'8".
Yeah, that's crazy.
You ever thought about just being normal?
You should play basketball, idiot. What are you doing?
I do. I frequently.
I know.
That's why my legs hurt so bad.
All right. His name's Doug Bowser, which can we talk about something for a second? Can you imagine Doug Bowser's interviewing for the job at Nintendo of America and they're like, "What's your name?" He's like, "My name is Doug Bowser." Did he change his name to get the job at Nintendo? And at what point when Nintendo hires Doug Bowser is it qualify as nepotism? You know?
That's an interesting point. That's an interesting point. What rules and regulations are being overlooked here with Nintendo?
Anyway, he was the former president, retired at the end of last year. So 21 days ago, he retired, 10 years of the company. And then now jumps on to Hasbro's board of directors.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of quick timing there, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Obviously,
was he poached?
I think he was poached.
Well, almost everybody in those positions is poached.
Yeah.
Who goes
Oh,
out
yeah.
poaching Bowser? What is it? What is it? Is Hasbro Mario now? You know,
Bad joke.
that was good.
That
That
was
was
pretty
good. Come on, that was
Pretty
pretty
good.
good.
That's not bad.
That was pretty good. You guys need to loosen up a little bit tonight. So what does this mean for Hasbro? What does this acquisition
Okay.
do for the Hasbro team?
Nothing. Doesn't change anything.
Interesting.
What's it going to change? Do you think like he just brings all of Nintendo over with him?
No, I actually don't think that that will happen.
Yeah,
I want
like
that. I want that on the record. I think that the Hasbro, not the Hasbro, the Nintendo IP is too locked away for them to share their IP with something like Magic the Gathering, or really, I mean, what else are you gonna do with Hasbro? But I don't think that this is an IP desire poach.
I mean, he's retired from there. I don't see how that would have like I don't see how it's not like he has rights to the IP or anything.
He's got connections.
Maybe. I mean, he retired.
He
Like,
definitely has connections. He was there
Definitely.
for 10 years.
Guys, he
was
100% has connections.
6 years.
He was for 6 years leading through the blockbuster Nintendo Switch era. Over a decade at the company.
Guys,
Yeah, he was the boss for anyway, doesn't matter. Move on.
New
job.
tax bracket Donald is new to corporate America. Louis picks his nose on his lunch break and has never had to hold down a job. Mr. Successful Businessman. So hold on. Just so you guys know, he 100% has connections, and those connections not only A, will attempt to be leveraged, and B, were taken into account when this hiring happened or when this board joining occurred.
So
100% happened.
I think that is a pipe dream for Hasbro.
I don't think it's a pipe dream.
I think that he has a really good opportunity because of his connections in all AAA IPs, like big IP brands and that kind of stuff. I don't think that this gets Hasbro a key to the city of Nintendo IP.
I don't think it does that. I don't think it gives them free reign to use any Nintendo IP that they want.
What does Nintendo gain from doing a Magic the Gathering Secret Lair crossover?
What does Disney gain by licensing their IP to Ravensburg? Nothing. Nothing. Some money on the side. A small piece of income in a vertical that they weren't already exploring.
Yeah, but Nintendo already is exploring in the TCG world. They have Pokemon. They have that connection already. So now they're competing again. Why would Nintendo not just say to Pokemon, "Hey, look at how good Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond is doing. Let's throw a Zelda hat on Pikachu, just like we threw the Zelda hat on Mario or the Mario and Luigi hat on Pikachu, and let's sell 1 billion boxes." Was really doing no work, and we get all the money.
Well, because that's going to be less frequent, less consistent, and also that's going to require them to do work. That's going to be income brought in from work.
Nintendo
income brought in from not work is always better. You should know this. Income brought in without working is always better than income brought in when working.
I don't know that. I like working. I much rather bring in income from my hard work than somebody else's hard work.
Is that while you're golfing or while you're not golfing?
I work a ton more on
sorting
golfing.
and shipping cards.
I often make more money than my employees make for the business while I'm golfing than they do while they're working in my store in West Virginia.
So maybe you should send them golfing.
No, they don't have they don't do the thing.
Oh,
like they don't have people, just like Nintendo.
They don't have the
thing.
people.
Yeah,
what is this, the Bobs? I have people skills. I talk to people.
I think that that's their dream. I think like Hasbro wants that to happen, right. But I don't think that working for Nintendo for 10 years and being the president, I don't even think being the president of Nintendo in America gives somebody the clearance to be like able to pull that off necessarily. I just don't see why Nintendo would do it.
It might not give them the golden ticket to guarantee to pull it off, but it 100% gives them a foot in the door that they otherwise don't have.
Yeah.
You can't even
approach
that subject
I'm just
But
saying it won't happen is what I'm saying.
I disagree.
Good.
I think there's a lot to be done there. But I think we're bearing the lead here. I mean, you mentioned it a little bit. He oversaw the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2 era,
Yeah.
right?
This
Wasn't
is
he like the one of the biggest heads of the Switch 2?
and the Switch. He managed the Switch 2 release because that was recently, but he was like he was the overseeing product manager, I believe, of the Switch. Oversaw the Switch and Switch 2 launch. And yeah. So I think that is really what Hasbro, and you got to remember Hasbro is bigger than Wizards, right?
Yep.
Barely, but like I think I think that this is a strategical person to put in place so that they can grow into not necessarily hardware, but
It's experience in the digital gaming space.
yes, exactly. How do we take Arena and port it to the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox and
Nintendo Switch trying to run Arena would boil.
what it?
Thing is so
Not when
terrible.
not
Switch
when
One would
The
not
hardware on that device is
not when Bowser's running it.
so bad.
Not
The
with
hardware
Bowser.
on the Switch, the specs on that thing, oh, so terrible.
He was
That was your
also-
worst. That might have been your worst take of whatever year that was. That we were talking when we were going over the Switch
Wow.
hardware. Me in technology telling you the hardware is trash. You telling me I'm wrong. Getting the Switch and sending me videos about how trash the hardware is
Just
loading.
when you're
and
playing
rendering.
Minecraft.
That was
The
my
Switch,
favorite.
buying a Switch is all about the ability to play exclusive
It's the
games.
native games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the games that are optimized for the
Yeah.
bad hardware.
It's where Xbox went wrong. Like they just stopped doing the exclusive stuff, and now
Well,
they're
Xbox went wrong by being owned by an extremely successful and profitable company that doesn't care about their gaming and IP division.
But he also was responsible. I did my research today. I don't know if you, I
Look
did
at
my
you.
research. He was also
this is while we were talking about your polo shirt.
yeah.
This is what he was doing.
He also was in charge of the Nintendo Switch Online. I think that also has
That's a massive win. Everyone talks about Nintendo Online and how great that is.
well, it's great for Nintendo. They make a lot of money from online and the way that they monetize their game. It's like I think that kind of thing with Arena is really the win here, not
Yeah,
the IP connection to Nintendo, if you want my opinion. But
the two things can be true. He can be better at that in the digital space, but I think we're being fools if we say that part of this wasn't for a foot in the door and something that wasn't possible yesterday is now possible today.
maybe. Listen, I'm all for it. I would love a Legend of Zelda.
Thought you were gonna say you would love to be able to play Arena on your Switch.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second.
It's got little thumbsticks rifling through cards.
I would love a Zelda. Rudy mentioned Super Metroid. Like,
was your research watching a Rudy video? You said you did your research today.
I watched 10 minutes. I watched like 5 minutes of the Rudy video about this, and then I started researching this guy because Rudy was like, "I got an email, and then Zelda's coming out next week." That was the Rudy video.
Next week?
No, he didn't say next week. I'm just joking.
Secret Lair. I'd be surprised if some Nintendo IP did not come to Secret Lair in the next 2 years.
I think no IP is safe from Secret Lair. I mean, like there's no IP that Pokemon might be the most protected IP from being a secret.
I've said for years we're gonna see a Pokemon Magic the Gathering crossover set.
It'll probably happen at some point, but I think it's probably the hardest to obtain IP. Other than that, I think that any IP is fair game for a Secret Lair at this point.
I might be willing to say that a Secret Lair would happen more than I'd be willing to say that a full-fledged set happens. I could maybe see Nintendo saying, "Yeah, sure, let them make 10 cards."
You literally just said they'd never do it.
Yeah, but like now that we're talking about Secret Lair, not like a full-fledged Magic Universes Beyond release, like to me it makes a lot of sense for Avengers, for Marvel to do this, right? Like they're not already in the space from a like card game world,
Yeah,
that
but
kind of thing.
Nintendo's not in the card game playing space. They're in the card game collecting space. Like,
I don't think either of those things matter to Nintendo executives who want to see the numbers go
you're
up.
right. I mean, yes, it's a
It doesn't-
long way to say Nintendo doesn't care about players, sure, but
No, Nintendo cares about making money, and they're making plenty of
right.
money in the
And they just
TCG
care
space.
about being greedy and scalping their own players. I
Okay.
get it. I hear you. On to Pokemon.
This could mean more. Last thing I'll say, this could mean more for Hasbro without Magic too. Like there could be some things that we're not thinking of there that are like.
I think that's a great take by you. Because remember, Digital Monopoly is one of their highest earners too.
Who does that?
Everybody, apparently.
Like
everybody.
Go play Monopoly with your friends and family. What are we doing here?
Hold on, don't play Monopoly. Let's just
play Terraforming Mars.
Yes, dude, Terraforming Mars is the best.
Like why is Monopoly?
There's gonna be some guy in the comment section who's like, "Oh my god, I love Terraforming Mars." That's me. I'm in the comment section, and then there's gonna be some other guy that's like, "I played Terraforming Mars once, and it's unbalanced and it sucks."
There's gonna be someone in the comment section like, "I love Monopoly. You're all idiots."
Let me apologize to the comment section. I'm a little salty about the comment section this week. That's the third time that I've.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. I did a guess the card, win the card this week.
Is this the secret sauce?
No. This is the sauce. It's not secret.
Just sauce.
Yeah. I did a guess the card, win the card this week.
Shocker.
Somebody won a $97 Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. The
How
universe.
is that card that expensive?
It's the Universes Beyond one from Lord of the Rings.
It's the rename thing.
I don't care about the value card. That's not the point. I was just telling you what the card was.
I'm so rich.
He goes, the question was, is it a land? Yes. Next question was, is it a swamp?
No.
I say yes, because if that card hits the board, it's a swamp. So the card itself is a swamp. He goes, does it tap? Or no, the first question was like, does it tap for mana? He goes through all the colors. I said it tapped for black mana. So the comment section, there's a guy who's like, it doesn't tap for black mana, and it's also not a swamp. And like, listen, man, I get it. Technically, you can't tutor for it for a swamp. I understand the way that Magic works. But on the battlefield, it's a swamp. And on the battlefield, it taps for black mana. And if I answer no to that, then there's another comment that's like, when it's on the battlefield, it taps for black mana and it's a swamp. So you should have answered it.
Well, hold on. Let's get to the bottom of this. Okay. Let's get to the bottom of this, because those are two different questions. Is it a swamp? Very clearly states, is this card a swamp? And turn it around. Text, is there swamp? No, the card is not a swamp.
I disagree.
The answer to that question is no. However, does it tap for black mana? The answer is clearly yes. Because for the card to be able to tap, it must be in play. So I think you went 50% there. I think you did fine.
Hold on. I only got 33%. Because then there's another comment. No. Yeah, the comment sections are rough in these videos. Then there's another comment, and he goes, the guy says, he knows that it taps for black. He knows that it's a swamp. He's registered it in his head. This is a human being, not a robot.
So it's Cabal Coffers.
He goes, is it Urborg? I said, yeah, you got it. And I hand the guy a $97 card. The comment section, actually, Urborg is a card from blah, 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 blah. And this card's name is Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth.
Or whatever.
I've been so mad this week because of this comment section, man. And of course, there's 100 comments. Oh, good job, man.
Yeah, it's a Legends card.
Yeah.
Which is not a swamp and does tap for black mana. Oh no.
So,
yeah.
Oh no.
Dude, the comment section on those videos is like these poor people who hang out in my shop and treat me to their content, and my channel grows because of them. They read the comment section like, this guy doesn't know anything about Magic. Why is he even it's terrible, man.
That's why I refuse to do them anymore.
I like this card.
It's not worth it.
I haven't looked at an Urborg I forgot about this card. I kind of want 4 of them just because they look cool.
All right, let's talk about Logan Paul.
You're gonna cost me money.
I'll do a guess the card, win the card for you.
This
We'll do it.
content costs me significantly more money than it ever makes me because we talk about sweet magic cards and I go buy them.
Speaking of sweet cards, Logan
Wait,
Paul.
you get paid?
No.
Logan
Oh,
Paul
okay.
illustrated.
Speaking of sweet cards, oh no, you can't transition to Pokemon yet. Hexing Squelcher, what's it at? Nowhere near 12
20
bucks.
20 bucks.
27.
It's not released yet.
You got.
We said a month after release. We have a month
I think
and 3 days.
we said on release.
No, we did not.
I think we said on release.
Pull the screenshot. Pull.
You pull the clip.
No, you're the
so
one.
far
You're
off.
the one arguing it.
You're more than 50% of the value away.
You're the one who's winning money. You pull the clip.
I don't think either of us is winning. We didn't bet anything.
Man,
Okay, now we can transition
remember
to
we used to
Pokemon.
bet like collector boxes.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
Now
we have responsibilities and you spend all your time golfing and you just make people do all your work. It's crazy.
All right, Logan Paul's record-holding Pikachu illustrator,
Oh my gosh.
PSA 10 Pop 1, includes the diamond necklace worn at WrestleMania 38 and is hand-delivered to the winning bidder by Logan Paul himself.
Oh, that I would bid then.
Are you a Logan Paul fan?
Mm-hmm.
You have
I
$6.3
don't know
million.
this, but I think he's
No.
screwing with you.
No, I love Logan
I
Paul.
forgot Logan Paul is Donald's favorite video game growing up.
It's my favorite wrestler.
The Logan Paul Magic the Gathering secret layer is going to go nuts in Donald's room.
I'm baffled at you, Donald. You're a Logan Paul fan?
I am.
If I were to guess one person in the world who wouldn't like Logan Paul, I think you might be the first person that I guessed.
I think he's memeing.
No,
I
he's
don't
not.
think
I can
he's
tell
memeing.
he's not. I can tell he's not.
Are
It's
you
the same.
serious right now?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think
He has a
I-
giant man crush on Logan Paul. Look
I
at
think
Real?
I think Logan Paul is a very talented wrestler.
I forgot about that. I forgot about the pod, the channel. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
You like him from wrestling?
Yeah, that's the only thing I know.
I think
him from.
I think he's probably a pretty good wrestler too.
No, he's fantastic. He's so good.
We're
That's
throwing
what
around
I.
fantastic pretty loosely.
Nah, no, dude, he's great.
He's
I didn't know
not fantastic. He's not Mr. Fantastic. He's John
I-
Cena level wrestler.
he's better than John Cena.
Oh my gosh, you did not say that on the
It
internet, on a recorded video on the internet.
It wouldn't. John Cena is a terrible wrestler. It would not take much to be better than John Cena.
This is
Every one of John Cena's matches are exactly the same. Anyway, I didn't know Logan Paul before that.
Donald's
So
gonna get so much hate in the comment section. It's unbelievable. Donald, do not read the comment section of this video, please.
I never do.
Bye,
When you
Josh.
guys talk about wrestling, I'm going to let people look at my sweet bitter blossom art.
Oh, Bitter Blossom.
What is that?
What is
Keep talking
that?
keep talking about wrestling. I'm just giving the people something to look at.
Anyway.
Hang this back on my wall now.
Logan Paul's current bid at $6.3 million. Pauly Market has the odds of it hitting $10 million at 75%. This already is the highest selling card of all time. Logan Paul set that record way back in what year? I wrote this down to 2001.
That's a Charizard.
No, hold on. That might be when it was graded. Yeah, he bought it in 2001, July of 2001 for $5.2 million.
Listen, you can say all you want about Logan Paul, but he did more for
You will.
Pokemon than
Most people say that he ruined Pokemon.
I'm gonna have to say that he put Pokemon in the mainstream again. Pokemon had severely fallen off until Logan Paul cared about it.
So I'm gonna disagree. I think
You
that
don't
Logan-
remember when Pokemon cards were basically you couldn't give them away?
I think
You
that
don't remember
I
that?
think that what more happened is that Pokemon became popular and Logan Paul jumped on a train that was something as popular that he liked and was authentically liking and enjoyed. And when you're a content creator and you authentically like something and enjoy it, it causes people to watch your content. And so I think it's a both and. Like he had something to do with it, but also it had already started pumping and then he got involved. But I don't know. This is crazy.
There's a lot of talk about this card
Yes.
and what this card and cards like this have done to the entirety of the Pokemon ecosystem. So the cascading effect that when a game has let's just go off the predicted price here on Polymarket. Let's call it almost $13 million card.
Yeah.
If a game has a $13 million card, a rising tide lifts all ships. It will raise the value of other cards.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But if this were to crash or be valueless, there would be a cascading effect where Pokemon prices would then fall across the board.
Yep.
This feels like the most easily manipulated scenario ever.
So then you add Polymarket to it, right? Like you add
if it uses the name Polymarket, I just think it's a scam. I've never been on this website till you sent me this link.
You've never been on Polymarket?
Nope, I've only heard people talk about Polymarket, and I don't have good vibes.
I want to start a second podcast that is doing Polymarket bets.
The Polymarket vibes are not high. This looks like a website that someone like me or Donald would just never visit, ever.
I don't use. I'm
not even opening the link you sent.
It's just a virus.
Yeah.
New tax bracket Donald has skills. He knows. Culture? What's a culture tab?
I can't believe we're just criticizing.
Number of tweets, January 16th through January 23rd.
Yeah, dude. You can bet on anything.
Just a scam.
It's degeneracy at its finest. Can we not just talk about Polymarket though? Can we go back to the card? I thought you were going to talk about how sketchy this card is. Do you know the history on the card?
Yeah. So his story. Can you explain? You explain it to the people, but I think I have a rough idea.
Yeah, my ideas are pretty rough too about it. I wouldn't consider myself an expert, but I follow this on Twitter and I follow this on YouTube, so I've read a lot about it.
I think in 2026 that makes you an expert.
Yeah. This card is kind of awful in a 10. A lot of people are like, why did this PSA 10?
There are screenshots of the one chip corner and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I have those pulled up, unfortunately. Yeah. Let me see if I can make
while you talk, I'll look for them.
I got it right here. There's it's like there is whitening. I mean, it's not a new cert though, which is important. Like this is an older cert card, and that was pretty common. PSA has gotten notoriously more rough on grading. I have PSA 10. I have a couple PSA 10 base set first edition non-foils. Like I've got like a Squirtle and a Bulbasaur, and they're all old cert, and they all would not PSA 10 again. I can almost guarantee that. But this one is, I mean, it's pretty rough. So there's that conversation. But then there's a whole nother side to that conversation, which is like there's only so many of this card anyway. Like this is not you're not going to open a pack and get this card. This was the illustrator this is the promo. Like this is
there's a Pikachu drawing contest, and I think was it 6 of them were sent to winners? Is that what it was?
Yeah, there's never going to be more of these cards. So like how much does the 10 really matter? I mean, it is a 1 of 1. It'll never be a 2 of 2. It is what it is. Like it is a PSA 10.
39. They printed 39.
It's graded a PSA 10. So like it is what it is. But then even more than that, and this is where my knowledge gets a little bit more funky. Rattle Pokemon has talked a lot about this, and some people love Rattle Pokemon. Some people Donald, Logan Paul, Rattle Pokemon. Some people just don't.
Some people Donald,
what does that even mean?
Yeah, some people
Donald
Donald John Cena.
rattle Pokemon.
But he's been doing a whole series on like Logan Paul sold this as a fractional NFT thing via something.
Well, that feels like a different conversation.
Yeah. And like, where is that? And how is he? There's like a whole nother side to this.
So
that is
I
potentially.
I think I can fill in some of that.
Okay.
It was on an exchange that he had a hand in starting, or at least partnered with.
Yeah.
Right. And so it was this fractional trading card game exchange. He sold off 51% of the card. He then, I believe, bought the 51% back from the fractional exchange. So theoretically paid out the investors at 51% of the card, but the investors could not get their money from the exchange. Like they couldn't contact, there's problems withdrawing their money. So they got paid on their fractions of shares digitally in their digital wallet, but can't actually obtain the money.
So then the other question is like, did they agree to sell their shares? That's the question that I think is important. Like if you buy a fractional share of a card and you can just be forced to sell it at whatever price, that seems not like owning something. the idea of owning something is that you can sell it for what you want to when you want to.
But there could be any, and this is the problem with fractional ownership and stuff like that. There could be any kind of clause in a contract saying that so the community owned 51% of the card, right? However, he owned 49% of the card. So they could have done a call and say, hey, everyone is available to vote. You can vote on this. This is what we're going to do. He cast 49% of the votes with a click of one button, and a couple of people who noticed their spam email clicked a button, and he got his way.
Or if you don't respond, it will automatically be selected as a yes.
Or if you don't respond, you just don't get a vote, right? Yeah. And when 3 people don't respond, he's like, great, did it.
That's a whole nother side of it that we are obviously not experts on.
That part's speculation.
Yeah. But this, I think, really does signify what could be like look back. I think we could look back on the sale of this card and be like, oh, that was it. That was the top. That was when things peaked for this feels like the pandemic level excitement and pricing. Seems like an obscene amount of money for a Pokemon card.
I don't think you get any pushback for that statement.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'll take it a step further. Strong takes on podcasts are way more fun. I don't think there's any chance we don't look back at this as a tipping point of some form. Yeah. There's very little chance that we don't look back, and let's pretend even if it's all shill bidding, scamming, it's not actually worth this much, all the shady things going on this Polymarket site, it will, if that happens and the value is not legitimate value, that will do damage also, right?
Yeah.
The idea that this area is so easy to manipulate.
This is not being sold on Polymarket. You know that, right?
Wait, it's not?
No.
I thought it was being sold on Polymarket.
This conversation has veered severely off course.
Then that's my misunderstanding. I thought it was being sold.
This is being sold on Golden Auctions.
It's Golden Auctions. It's the Polymarket's betting. Sorry.
The Polymarket is betting on the price, which has its own, like, if there's enough liquidity, which like Logan Paul talking about on his #1 podcast in the world, quote unquote, like there's gonna be some liquidity here to the Polymarket bids.
Right.
You could bid and then bid.
Bet.
You could bet on Polymarket and bid and be able to walk away if you're able to generate the liquidity. There's a lot of things that could happen.
I follow. So at least with Golden, hopefully that eliminates some of the auction tampering, shadiness, etc. I misunderstood. First time on Polymarket. Hey, do my best.
Hopefully it does too.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that with the history.
Well, hey,
they're a great company. They've never show bid anything. They've never
your conspiracy theories Didn't this card get a 9 at one point and was regraded a 10?
Yeah, there's a lot of like.
The history of this card was it was issued a 9 and then was regraded a 10.
Yep, there's a lot of.
Not, I think common misunderstanding, not regraded a 10 by Logan Paul though.
No, he bought it as a
Yeah.
10. So he paid 4 million cash and traded a PSA 9 that he bought for 1.2 million in June. So he had the PSA 9 for a month and paid 4 million cash plus gave the 9.
I was like, this is too John Cena. I got to get the 10.
There's a whole video on that and him doing that. But then he wore the thing around his neck during the WrestleMania thing.
Which
Those
makes it
PSA
go-
slabs, like, you know. But this is super
I
interesting.
don't think PSA slabs look that good.
I'm saying the slab, like the card can move when you're jumping up
Oh,
and down
I
and wearing it
yeah.
on your neck. So the card inside the.
I got you. I thought you were talking about like I was like, the slabs, they just don't do it for me. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And this is a little off. Why is Tag Grading the AI and all digitally scanned grading company, not just the gold standard?
I don't want to talk about tag rating.
No, dude, tell me why.
One of the issues is you've got to pay for the overseas shipping.
Sure.
Is it overseas?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
I
thought it was a European company.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah. I'm almost 100% sure that it's not. That wouldn't. An overseas grading company would not do well because it's not in America.
USA.
Like people wouldn't use it. Nobody wants to ship their cards overseas for the exact reason you're saying that.
I thought there is one. I thought it was Tag. Maybe it's not.
I mean, there are some grading companies overseas, but
but I mean, like
they're not. They're not in the conversation. Tag
Los Angeles.
Tag is cool. I wish Tag was. I wish that was a more viable thing. PSA owns way too much of the market share for any other grading company to matter.
No, but let's say all you care about is knowing the true quality of your cards. Why would you use any other service?
You should. Sure.
No. I'm asking. I don't know anything about this company. You keep.
I don't think you should grade your cards
in the closet. I should know about.
No. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying if that's all you care about, you shouldn't grade your card. If all you care about is knowing the true quality of your card, what's the point of grading it? Just look at the card and be like, "This is a great card."
Grading is a scam.
No, grading's not a scam.
Yes.
Grading adds that the win of grading. There's some so like if you want the card to be encapsulated so that it doesn't get damaged,
yes,
and you want to put it on a gold chain around your neck while you jump around at WrestleMania,
yes,
that could be a reason to grade a card.
That's the only reason I grade a card.
We do this.
If you want to have your card verified as authentic, so that when you go to sell it, there's no question on is that card authentic or not. For the most part, grading a card, I think, is a good bet, a good idea. You might have a harder time finding a buyer for like a Magic card that's a playable single or something.
It's a really crappy way to find out you bought a high-end fake card.
Send it to PSA and
pay all the fees. And
I think that grading has become in this world a value proposition add to the card. So that is why I would not suggest grading for Pokemon anything other than PSA. Because when you grade with PSA, you get the maximum value proposition added to your card. You also sometimes get a bad grade. Sometimes there's issues. But they grade 97% of the cards on the market. Like they own, like talk about a monopoly. Like they own the market for grading cards. So you're not
don't they own, what is it, CGC now or Beckett or something?
Yeah, they own, I think, both of them. Maybe not CGC.
Okay.
I actually don't know. They own definitely Beckett. They just bought Beckett.
Okay.
They might own CGC too. That may have been a conversation. They just keep acquiring companies. So, but that's the value proposition for me. Anyway. All right.
So now are all Beckett grades going to come back super crappy? So they slowly phase them out, and all
They
Beckett.
say nothing's going to change. But
That's not what I asked you. I didn't ask you. Is PSA saying that all Beckett grades are going to be crappy now? But realistically, when someone does a plot chart of the number of high Beckett grades, and it slowly after this purchase starts to level off and go down,
yeah, it's pretty funny.
you'll jump on that conspiracy. I can see this coming. That's how they're getting more customers now.
All right, new Lorcana sets. Donald, tell us everything.
We got the rest of the year is going to be Year of Pixar. Basically,
Is that how they're advertising it, or is that your?
No, that's what I'm dubbing it.
Man, did you in your meeting today? Did you present that?
No, but
Good.
starting in Q2 with Wilds Unknown, we're headlining with Buzz and Woody. So Toy Story, I think, going to be one of the probably.
I'm in. I am playing in that pre-release. Make sure I don't miss it, please.
I think that'll be probably the set that I think Fabled brought a lot of people back, and I think that this set brings a lot of people. It'll be the biggest pre-release of the year.
I will be wanting to buy the Enchanted Buzz Lightyear.
I think there'll not only be an enchant. I think we might go as far as an iconic Buzz and Woody.
Duh. Question.
Yeah.
There's a right answer. There's a wrong answer. Is Buzz Lightyear Logan Paul or John Cena? Which between Buzz and Woody, who's Logan Paul and who's John Cena?
I don't like that you're treating Donald like someone who would be gifted a chance to go meet John Cena. So
no, it's a question for both of you. I want to know: do you like?
Am I a Make-A-Wish kid?
Do you like Buzz Lightyear or Woody?
I like Buzz Lightyear.
Josh?
I just like them both. Buzz is cooler though. Cowboys are a little played out.
The real answer though is Slinky Dog.
That's not a bad answer.
My daughter has a Slinky Dog toy that you can expand. It's one of those like plastic.
Like every Slinky Dog toy?
No, but it's not an actual Slinky. Like when you expand it, it stays expanded.
My daughter's special. Her Slinky Dog.
Her Slinky Dog's like...
But it's not. My point is, it's not an actual Slinky. It's like those plastic tubes. It makes a sound when it expands.
Oh yeah.
And we were playing on the ground, and she did it. And she goes, "Hey, Dad, it farted." It's like, I'm proud of you, kid.
I'm proud to say a proud dad moment.
Yeah, it's a good one, kid. Farts are funny.
I like the dinosaur. Rex?
Rex?
Is his name Rex? Yeah, I like the dinosaur. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, Toy Story
cool. And the Army Men. Toy Story's great, man. I'm gonna go watch Toy Story with my kids tomorrow.
Like
Barrel of Monkeys is
Toy
underrated.
Toy Story set will go hard. Like I feel it's gonna be the biggest set of the year. But then following that is Monsters Inc., which I think is probably just slightly under.
Monsters Inc. is so
Toy Story.
Yeah, like it's Toy Story, but it's so
a great
good.
IP.
Monsters Inc.'s great.
Monsters Inc. is so good.
Oh, I watched this video about explaining like how Monsters Inc. was I can't remember now what the movie was. I just went,
wow, Don.
Content.
It was such a great video. It was explaining how Monsters Inc. was.
This is the John Cena meeting.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on. And then in Q4, Coco, which
wait, hold on. We can't just gloss over Monsters Inc.
No, we cannot.
We didn't. I was trying to talk about it, and you didn't want to.
That's not true at all.
What do you want to talk about?
Well,
you went down a tangent.
Whatever movie story you were telling us.
Yeah. I think Monsters Inc. is every bit. I would argue Monsters Inc. might be more popular than Toy Story to the younger generation that is involved in Lorcana.
Right. Like, I mean, Toy Story was our.
Yeah, that's the 40-year-olds who.
There's also like
the people
5 of them. There's at least 4 of them, maybe 5 of them. So like, I don't know. I think Toy Story bridges the entire gap there.
How much did
But,
you guys cry during Toy Story 3?
oh, when they're all holding hands,
Yeah,
like,
when he goes off to
dude.
college. Like that
Oh,
that
no,
movie
no. No, is it
Oh, the
4 when they're
furnace.
all holding hands in the furnace? That's when I
Yeah,
cried.
that's the sad part.
4 was
Yeah.
recent, wasn't it?
Well,
Oh, I mean,
then
a few
5 is
years ago.
next. Yeah, I guess.
So 3 came out when I was going to college. Like that movie came out the month that I was leaving college, and the whole movie is about the kid going to college. And I went and saw it with my mom.
So you're
Right.
so you're basically Andy? Well,
Yeah, I'm like the exact age of Andy.
I mean, you're the perfect Andy.
You're way older than Andy because you're way older than me.
Yeah. We know.
Anyway,
Where do I
Monsters
fall?
Inc.
Somewhere in the middle there?
Huh?
I fall somewhere in the middle between you two?
I don't know. No. You're just way taller than you're in your own
You're definitely not in the middle. You're way up
different species.
That might be too far. That one might be too
Yeah,
much.
nothing's too far in this podcast. We've gone too far multiple times on this
I'm a
podcast.
people, dude.
Donald saying John Cena is worse at WrestleMania.
John Cena is a terrible wrestler.
That was too far. That was.
Do you hate The Rock?
I hate The Rock. I
I-
think The Rock is the worst actor. And
He-
he's in way too
And
many
what's
movies.
sad is he's a better actor than he was a wrestler. So
I'm not a fan of it.
Hold
Like,
on.
I legitimately don't like The Rock. We've talked
You
about
have
this on
to
the
break that. You need to at least give me some bullet points. Why? What could you possibly think The Rock is bad at with wrestling? Like,
podcast. Oh, no, I'm not
Right.
saying that was wrestling.
no, Donald is. That's
Oh.
I am.
the actor. It's fine.
Yeah, but Donald's wrestling takes obviously don't
Yeah,
count.
but what could be possible reason? What could you possibly think?
he's just, I mean,
It
he's
doesn't matter
he's just
what
okay.
you think
just
about The
okay.
Rock. Idiot. What are you doing?
I think The Rock in movies, it's like he's too big. He shouldn't be like, who cast him? He
Donald, I
doesn't
think-
represent anybody who actually exists other than The Rock.
Well, that's what's fun. Like the Tooth Fairy. That's what's funny about it is he's
Yeah. It's funny.
massive.
The big hat.
When was he
But
in the
with a
Tooth
big
Fairy?
head. The movie is literally called The Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
I've never
Think-
seen it.
You haven't seen the Rock classics, dude.
Yeah.
The Dwayne
the-
Johnson discography needs to hit your eyes.
He's great in Jumanji. Like,
No, see, like that movie was terrible too. The original Jumanji was so good.
sure, it was.
Donald
it
got
was,
my Rock
but
joke
the
too. That made me happy.
All right.
The-
Anyway, Monsters Inc.
No, this is way more important. Do you hate Sully too?
Me?
Yeah,
Why would I hate Sully?
because he's just a big.
because he's
blue guy.
big. Because he's
He's
big.
playing a
he's just too big.
monster.
He's just too big for everything.
He's
He's
Even
a
though that's his
monster
job.
in a
his
movie
job-
about monsters called Monsters Inc.
I don't know if you
Oh,
noticed, but
John
The
Cena.
Rock's job is
He's
to
not the-
be a monster. That's his thing.
Yeah, but he plays like it's like some movie where he's like, I don't know. It's like supposed to be like a spy, and there's this giant guy that could obviously never be a spy.
And he's always wearing a super schmedium.
Yeah. I mean, like, come on, guys.
I remember what
Well,
movie
it's-
it was.
Central Intelligence.
It
right?
was Wicked / Wizard of Oz.
What are you
Close.
talking about?
That's what movie Monsters Inc. is. I remembered.
Oh,
Wait,
you
well,
mean
hold on.
the
Okay, hold on.
plots line up. Okay.
Okay.
I get what
Yeah,
you're
it's
saying.
the exact same plot.
I got
Wizard. Yeah, the
It's
little
Avatar
girl,
Dances with Wolves thing.
the
or
little
whatever.
girl trying to get back home. I'm sure you guys don't know the Wicked plot, but like,
Nope.
But Mike Wazowski is the little green misfit that shows up and wants to be with the popular kids, and it's the same as Elphaba.
Does that
Wicked.
person
Anyway?
does that person make a YouTube channel called KitchenTableTCG?
Anyway, I
don't know.
remembered, and you
Okay.
guys don't know anything about it, but anyway. So Q4 Coco, like
Coco's a good movie. I don't know
It's
if it
okay.
deserves
Stinker.
it's
doesn't
not
deserve
a.
its
This
own
is going to
space.
be the worst set of 2024, 2026.
It doesn't deserve its own
absolutely
space in
terrible.
life. It's a good movie. It's good.
Nobody
It's
should
sad.
buy it.
It's super dark.
The stock
when you sit
market
down with
is
your
going to
kid and
double.
watch Coco.
So notably, Q4 falls, in like the Halloween time. So like it makes sense that we're doing the Day of the Dead stuff like during Halloween. However,
We'll
They
make you
have
do
a
it, dude.
they have a much better IP for that called Nightmare Before Christmas.
Wait,
and should
Disney owns Nightmare Before Christmas.
yes.
I've never seen Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, that's a you
Josh,
problem.
are you a Nightmare Before Christmas fan?
No, animation's creepy.
Yeah, and I was always like,
You're
I don't
creepy.
know. I don't know. Watch this at
crawly bug
Christmas.
stuff. Yeah,
Like, come on.
creepy crawly bug stuff. My daughter
they're
loves Jack
uncultured.
Skellington and hates Nightmare Before Christmas because it's creepy.
My kids have never seen anything Nightmare Before Christmas. They don't even know it exists.
I'm gonna show it to him.
Donald's never babysitting.
All right. And then there's some enchanteds, which
Those are not enchanteds. Those are iconics, but still.
these look terrible. Is this the new this is the winter spell one?
This is Winter Spell Iconics. Yeah, Pocahontas and Moana.
Dang, what a letdown. I was excited for this.
The Pocahontas looks good. Shut up. You didn't even know the name of it. The Pocahontas one looks good.
For the last 10 minutes, he's been excited for the set.
The Moana looks terrible.
The Moana doesn't look great, but
what a missed opportunity too. Just make it the pig. The pig is the coolest part of the whole movie.
Pua, yeah.
Pua, dude.
What's weird though, you know, with Lorcana being a player's game, like that drives the market, the Moana card is busted. Like you can just play. So imagine it's
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Ancestral Recall.
no, it's play lands from your graveyard. Help me.
I just saw the Ancestral. I just
Are
went
we
with it.
back
Christopher.
in Bitter Blossom? Do you not know what Ancestral Recall does?
I just went for it.
It's
I
a
saw,
crucible of worlds.
I saw Ancestral Legacy. And I just went for finishing Donald's sentence.
It's Crucible of Worlds, but you can because there's not lands in Lorcana, so you can just if your characters die, you can just turn them into the land later. Like it's
Do they
busted.
still have to be
Busted
valid
card.
targets? Do
They do have to be.
inkable
They still have to
cards?
be inkable, yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's just a Crucible of Worlds.
They should have made the card the pig. That's what they should have done. It should have been the pig rolling around in like a pig patch.
Yeah, pig and a pig
Signify
patch.
all of the TCGs are AI slop.
Pig and a pig patch.
Is this AI?
No, it's not AI.
I said to signify all of the TCGs. That'd be Lorcana taking a shot.
Or, like the discard pile is useful for inking. There's a pig rolling around. He's got mud.
Buddy, I think asking for a Pua enchanted is a little far-fetched.
A little bit.
Hey, Farfetch was a great Pokemon.
He's a Pokemon.
Why is the world not obsessed with the pig in this movie like my kids are?
Hey I think would be closer than the pig than Pua.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go
Or
with
hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Boat snack.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about, to be honest.
Boat snack.
Eggs, chickens, I mean you could get that stuff mixed up.
No, this is the one where he says he's bacon, right? That's the funniest part of the whole movie. No?
That's The Rock, right?
Is it?
It's full circle. We have come full. Maui is The Rock.
The funniest part of the whole movie is The Rock.
That's hilarious. That's a great role for him. You don't have to see him on video. He'd be a great.
Don't wait till you tell about the live action one.
I was gonna say he plays him in the live action.
There's a live action Moana.
Yes, and The
Why
Rock
did they do
plays
that?
Maui.
And it was terrible, right? Didn't they stop doing the live action because of how
they have moved away from live action?
Yeah,
They
okay.
just announced actually that they're doing a another Winnie the Pooh animation something or other. So.
All right, Josh, tell us all about selling sorcery singles.
This podcast has been going on for a while. We should save this for next week.
No, we gotta have a sorcery section. I don't care how short it is.
All right, tell me about
This is the sorcery section.
Sorcery singles have stopped selling
Have you repriced your cards?
every day.
Oh, okay.
Every day. There's 2 cards I won't reprice because they don't have recent sold listings, and I think I'm the only listing. I won't reprice those because I'm willing to hold those at the very top.
Wow, look at you.
You mean both the players got all the cards they need and no one's buying anything?
Both the players.
Well, I kept asking Louis if he needed any foil uniques from me. He never got to me. So
That's right.
the one who's the maiden.
I've still not looked for the foils, the box of foils that I mentioned on the podcast last week.
The girl that's jumped up in price, the maiden.
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. The night that she jumped up, I pulled one and I listed it. It sold like the next day for like $150.
Nice.
Yeah.
Watch.
It's pretty great. I got these hot hands, baby.
I would guess you sold the cards that are quick moving, high value, like sell through rate cards, and now you have cards that don't sell. That's pretty typical for.
I've had a
any
lot of
card game.
success listing what's the uncommon or the rare, sorry. So it's exceptional, it's
Elite.
ordinary, exceptional, elite,
Yeah.
and then unique.
Unique is the mythic. Mm-hmm.
Right. So the one below unique.
Yeah. Elite.
Those almost have no value. Like it's very, very rare those have any value. But I found a lot of success listing those and just always matching, never undercutting, just matching, and then having the higher dollar value card be the lower one. And then people are clearly priced, with shipping saying, you're paying a bunch for this card already in your cart. So when they have the other ones, it backfills, and I'm selling a lot that way.
Yeah.
We get a lot of that with our singles. It's people will buy the one expensive card they need, and then they'll load up on 10 other cards that are like 30-cent cards just because they combine the shipping.
Yeah, so I'll be interested to see how the trend continues. I was being a little tongue in cheek because we've been podcasting for a while, but it has significantly slowed, and for a while almost all my sales were Sorcery, and now Magic has started to overtake that.
Yeah.
Right. And Magic I've realized is a lot less competitive, to where when people are undercutting, Magic cards are selling pretty quickly. I don't have to go and reprice that. The ones under me will sell eventually, and then I get scooped up. Right. So I don't have to do the 1, 2, 3 cent repricing where I'm dropping down under people. They just get scooped up. Sorcery, I found when I wasn't doing that, I had some stagnant days where, because like you said, there's not as many sellers and people are trying to get the best deal, the best bang for their buck.
Right. Well, and a lot of the sellers are also like newer sellers for Sorcery.
Right. It's going good. I'm level 3. I got to get to level 4.
Good job.
I don't think I get anything at level 4. I want a button to mass reprice my entire inventory.
You get that. Exactly that. That's what you get. Access to the mass price tool.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. That's exactly that. Congrats. That's
you unlocked
a CSV to do that.
No, I think unless that's a pro feature. Seller level for TCG player.
I read the stuff. I didn't think it was a mass reprice tool. I thought it was a mass pricing tool where you could upload a CSV with prices that you want to list things at, and it mass lists your inventory. You get that CSV from the TCG player app. So TCG player app, export, import.
You might have to be pro seller.
What's a pro seller cost me? More money?
To use TCG's mass price tool, this is AI. You have to be a level 4 seller with a high feedback score around 99% and significant inventory around 3,000 unique items.
Ooh.
Oh, for direct. I'm pretty sure level 4 you get it. I don't think it's.
Well, check me out
price...
on TCG player at Hometown TCG and buy my cards, and then we'll talk when I get to level 4. I think the jump from level 3 to 4 is pretty big.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the mass price tool is one of the big wins.
All right, we'll see. I'll let you know when I get there.
All right, that was the secret sauce. Was the mass price tool conversation?
Dope.
I think the secret sauce of the podcast is John Cena and Logan Paul.
That is 100% the secret sauce.
That is the craziest sauce that we've ever had. But, all right, everyone, go subscribe to Hometown TCG with the polo shirt at Hometown TCG on YouTube. Go subscribe to Donald's channel at Scruffy Lookin' Gaming. You're not that scruffy looking. You shaved your beard.
Yeah, you look good.
You have to grow it out before your next video.
I'll get right on that.
Hit the like button here and make sure you're following along. And remember to be kind to the people around you. May the zoo be with you.
And also with you.
Always.